Too many dreams, books, millionaires, ideas, skills, unfinished accomplishments are in the grave. Take a moment and think, what am I doing between the dash? You have to move right now because tomorrow is not promised. Join the Divine Connections movement in a couple of ways. 1, download the app for free. 2, subscribe to Divine Connections magazine. 3, if you have a book, a product, a service, gospel music, business, health and wellness product, church, or anything creative, join the Divine Connections Movement VIP and make a commitment to join a network that supports others, give you major exposure, customer retention, and customer engagement. To find out more about VIP, text 336-338-8903 or email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passions, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
Well, welcome. Great day, everyone. I am your host, Deloris Wills with Divine Connections, and I am so excited that you are here. So Divine Connection is a faith-based and inspirational magazine that comes out quarterly in print as well as online. We also connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, praise dance, moms, vendors, anyone that's doing something great in the community. And then we have 2 events a year, one in March and one in October. March is my anniversary, which is coming up. It is my 14th magazine anniversary, and we're going to celebrate, give God glory. We're going to have a panel. We're going to have vendors. We're going to have gospel groups, and we're going to network and worship together and give him all the glory. So that's going to be Saturday, March 30th at 11 a.m. in Haw River, North Carolina. And you have 3 different options you can choose from to attend. I have 3 different options for you to register. So one is $65. You also get a business card size with that. One is $150. You get a half page with that. One is $250. You get a full page ad with that, and your ad runs for 3 months. So look, we look forward to seeing you there. We want to take the time to celebrate people in the community who are making it happen and pour into you, because we pour out so much throughout the days and throughout the years and throughout the month, that we want to take a little bit of time just to say thank you and pour into you and uplift your spirits as well. So again, that date is Saturday, March 30th at 11 a.m. Our website is divineconnectionsmagazine.com/events. All right, to register to attend. Then in October, we have a event called Bring It, where we bring in praise dance, moms, vendors, gospel step team, and we network and worship together. And so that's always exciting as well. Now, on Wednesdays between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m., we have this show, which is our Divine Connection broadcast, where we share online with you who people are and what they're doing in the community. That way you can connect with them. We also have an app. You can download Divine Connections magazine app from Google or Apple Store. And then we also have there's one more thing. We also have an online gathering going on right now, which is the Women's Online Gathering. That's going to be March 27th at 6 p.m. I do that every month now because I bring women together to share with them, first of all, supporting one another, giving resources and services about and testimonials about just different things to help women out. We always need to support one another and to take care of ourselves. And so I started that, and it is phenomenal. People love it. And so people just keep coming back just to take a little time just to thank God to appreciate each other and celebrate each other and listen to what other services and resources are out there to take care of ourselves. So stay tuned for that. All right. So let me get back to the Divine Connections 14th magazine anniversary is here. So check it out. Look at all of the people that will be attending and being a part because you might want to connect with someone. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I can only tell you if you are in the area to register and be in the house because it is going to be a divine connection experience. I promise you that. All right. So, how do you stay connected with Divine Connection? Text 336-338-8903. Email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. For the event, you can go ahead and register at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com/events. Join our email list so you can get all the updates and news at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. We're on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Our Instagram is Divine Connections, and then our YouTube is The Divine Connections, where you can subscribe and click the notification button as well. If you have not gotten your copy of Divine Connections magazine, it is here and available for you. A lot of connections, a lot of resources in that. Go to our website at divineconnectionsmagazine.com/special pricing. Now, if you would like to be a sponsor on the show and you have a 30-second commercial already for your business, your organization, and if it's a good fit, we'll have to talk about that. And we do a 3-month agreement, so you can be on before or after our interview, so people can continue to see you, know who you are, what you do, and then connect with you. So you can email us if you would like to be a part of that at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. Now, we also create 30-second and 60-second commercials for your business, your ministry, your book, your gospel group, and your event. So if you need a 30-second or a 60-second commercial, definitely let us know. Now, we also have my second book, which is available, which is called The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People. And so you can find that on Amazon, Walmart.com. Get it from me, a signed copy, or it will be at my event as well. I talk about the accomplishments I've done with my personal life as well as my business life with the help of the Lord. So if you want to know how I do what I do, get the book. All right. It's a lot of great things in there. We also have a journal that is available now. It is called Making It Happen. You are a divine connection because you are. We write the vision, make it plain, execute, and we celebrate. God is going to do some phenomenal things in our lives, and we look forward to doing that. We'll put it in our prayer. We write down our vision, we work towards it, and then we execute, and then we be thankful for God and look back at what God has done for us. Don't forget to download our app at Divine Connections Magazine. Check out our store at bit.ly. We have over 100 products, shirts, jackets, all of that in the store, over 100 products. And so check that out. Let somebody know that they are Divine Connections. To join our women's gathering, go to bit.ly/join women who are divine connections. All right, because that is exactly who we are. And that will be a blessing to you. All women are invited for that. And then also our service, we have a marketing promotional package going on right now. So if you want to market your business, we have an awesome package which includes a 30-second video, half page ad in the magazine, email blast up to 5,000 people, and then commercial as well. Okay, so definitely get connected with that. Divineconnectionsmagazine.com/services. All right, and then get you registered at for the event, which is coming up March 30th, and be in the house. So it's divineconnectionsmagazine.com/events. Okay. All right. So now it's our special guest in the house. An awesome woman of God doing great things in the community. So would you help me welcome my guest on today? How are you?
I'm blessed. Boy, you got that done quick.
I've been trying to speed it up. Let's gotta get it
Woo,
all out.
woo. That was awesome.
But
Awesome. Looking
thank you.
forward.
Thank you.
Looking forward.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I am glad you are here, and I love the blue and the pop in, and
Huh?
I love all of that. That's beautiful.
Thank
So
you.
tell them you're welcome. So introduce yourself. Tell people who you are and where you're from.
I am, my name is Cherie Garland, Cherie Stewart Garland, and
Yeah.
I am originally from New York.
Okay.
I'm a New York, a native New Yorker, born in Brooklyn, born in Queens, actually grew up in Brooklyn. And then in my teenage years, we lived in Long Island, New York.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do, when people ask me now where I'm from, I've been here so long. I
Yeah.
came to Danville, Virginia
Okay.
as a college student. So that's been a
Uh-huh.
long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I finished school here and have worked in Danville all of my career until about 2 years ago. And
Mm-hmm.
I moved to Greensboro a good little while ago to bring my daughter here to go to specialty high school
Mm-hmm.
for performing arts.
Okay.
And we've been here in back and forth,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but now I make Greensboro my home. So I'm in Greensboro, North
Awesome.
Carolina.
Yay! Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's get into what is it that you do?
Wow. I first of all, just talking about the kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
I have so many things that I do, but I will say that, my kingdom life, my life in the kingdom, which that's I'm a kingdom citizen,
Yeah.
has afforded me the opportunity to touch many lives through many
Yeah.
different things. Number one being an educator. When I graduated from college, I was had my teaching license, and so I've been an educator. This is my 31st year. I've been
Mm-hmm.
a teacher. I've been a teacher and an administrator, an assistant principal at the middle school and high school level. But the greatest
Mm-hmm.
thing that happened as a result of that was being in schools and just seeing the need for children to do more than just do academics. I have always been a part of putting together, or the catalyst for putting together, performing opportunities for children. And so
Mm.
it started with me and a coworker putting together a Black History production
Okay.
about my second year teaching. And from that point on, I was sort of known as the person that would put those kinds of things together. So in every
Mm-hmm.
school I worked at, I was the person that did the productions, the plays, the Black History programs, the
Nice.
the night, parent nights, the PTA meeting productions. And so that then woke up the gift in me that had always been there, but it really stirred up the gift to the point where I realized, and it came from a child that I worked with in the school year, during the school year, uh,
Yeah.
in performing. He said to me, "Can we do this over the summer?" And
Mm.
so I said yes, and from then I started my own business, and called Peak Productions. I have a Peak Center for the Arts, which is a mobile center where I move it wherever
Okay.
it's needed,
I
do it
love
whenever
it.
I can do it. plant myself wherever someone invites me and make it
Mhm.
happen. So that's what
Mm, I
that
like that.
what I that is my passion to offer opportunities for children to be introduced to performing arts and performance opportunities, and not just children. Now it's moving into adults. So I'm
Mm.
doing, yeah. So there's no limit, no age limit, as long as they can talk and walk. And some people, I've had people who have not had the ability to walk in my productions. As far as I like to use people with disabilities in my productions as well. So
Yeah,
anybody that wants to try their hand at it, I'm ready.
I love that. I love that it's mobile. You can just take it wherever you want to when you
Yes,
want to. I
yes,
love that.
yes,
So let's talk about some of your productions. What have some of those productions been? And I know you have something called One Night with the King, right?
yeah. It's coming up in May,
Okay.
and
Okay.
that's I have the what I do is I think of about it in different segments. With children, I do a summer camp, and I do we do an original production. We take something that is familiar, like Little Red Riding Hood or uh,
Mm-hmm.
Three Little Pigs or Cinderella, and we give it a twist, and we have the children write their own endings, their own put their own inflections on it, their own dialogue, put their
Yeah.
own, their slang or whatever in it, and we use that as an opportunity to grow and with just being creative. So I do
Yeah.
summer camps, and I have one coming up this summer, as a matter of fact, in Greensboro, which will be a first.
Okay.
And then I do adult productions. I like to focus on the family. So a lot of times families will be in my productions. So I
Mm-hmm.
had the one of the productions that I've done for years is One Night with the King. And so
Okay.
that has been reoccurring. It used to be an annual thing, but it kind of, when COVID came, we kind of, slowed down, and we're picking it back up. And that is the story of Queen Esther. And we do it in dance. So it's a dance recital. And it's changed up a little bit this year, where we are putting some dialogue in there, and
Mm-hmm.
some we have a rapper in there. We have just it's a production. It's a
Yeah.
more from a dance. It used to be a dance recital, and now it's a
Okay.
production. It's in dance, but it's mainly dance. We have done I've done a production called The Christmas Present, that was almost an annual event, probably more semi-annual. And we did I wrote an original play called The Christmas Present, that is a story about a young lady who is the Scrooge character, who has
Mhm.
experienced some trauma. And I try to make it relevant. I've changed the characters from time to time, not necessarily the names, but the situations of the characters are in, so that it's relevant to the
Yeah.
time. And
Mm-hmm.
I also let the characters speak to me about what they think is current and what's going on. A lot of, because there is a good range of ages in that production. I have
Mm-hmm.
my youngest person could be 6, because she grows up throughout the production, and then
Yeah.
I have elderly people in the production playing
Oh, I
different
love that.
roles. So
I
it,
love
it,
that.
it has a great range of characters, and they all speak to me. We've had different scenarios, so that's one of my favorite. The other
Mhm.
one that I've done, I did it once, and it is it's a huge production, and I hope that
Mhm.
that is one that I really believe it belongs on the big screen, because it is so complicated, but it is hilarious. It's called Who's Man, and it's a
Oh.
story about 3 women who
Uh-huh.
learn the importance of sisterhood, and lay down that whole idea of trying to outdo each other. And I change the subtitle every time I write it and rewrite it.
Yeah.
And it could be anywhere from a race to the altar, who's going to get the first, who's going to get engaged first, and that kind of thing. And it's
Yeah.
funny. It's really
I
hilarious.
believe it.
It is
Yeah.
a musical. And when I tell you that it really impacted, and it spoke, and people, it was one of my most packed audiences, and
Okay.
I'm hoping to do that again. And then I have a production I wrote called Journey Through Time, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a Black History presentation.
Mm-hmm.
I have several. I've written small uh, one acts, one another humorous one called "Too Big for the Manger," where people are vying for the baby in the manger,
Uh-huh.
in the Christmas production at the church. And
Yeah.
Everybody thinks they should be in the manger because of their wealth or because of their stature or because of their, looks. And then
Mhm.
the person that actually does get to play the baby in the manger is, someone that may not be as affluent or
Mhm.
deserving, but has
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
heart
Love that.
it takes. So there's just I could go on
Love
and
that.
on, but those are my major ones.
Awesome. And you said you have one coming up in Greensboro?
I have the summer camp. One, I'm going back to doing my summer camp. We've been on COVID break, and I'm going
Okay.
back to doing my summer camp. I'm partnering with a lady who has a young lady who has a tutoring program
Mhm.
here in Greensboro, and she tutors
Okay.
during the summer. She does little short 3-week camps in the summer where she tutors in math. And so
Okay.
my specialty is reading and language arts. And so I'm
Okay.
partnering with her, and we're going to put together a camp where the students will be able to perform, but they will
Okay.
be using math and English to
Hmm.
learn the skills. So she's going to learn about how she can use math to build sets, to measurement, and we're going to just take that and let give
That's
children an
cool.
opportunity. It's real cool. And so
Oh man.
she's looking forward to that. We were tutors for we were to both tutors for Guilford County. I've since taken a full-time position, but we were
Mhm.
both tutors, and we talked, and she has a passion for doing creative things, so we think it's together and create.
I
That's
love it.
it'll run June, probably right after school ends, probably about a week break, and then we'll run it from June to July, and people will get to come and see the production, which is always
Oh,
excellent. It's not
yeah. Keep me informed.
enjoy
I
it.
want to see
I,
it. Yeah,
we're going to make sure that it's out there. So I'm going to be using your platform, and
for sure.
it's for sure.
I love that. Look, I'm excited just listening to you. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I'm busy. I'm
great.
busy. Even if I'm not moving, I'm like,
Right, right. Understand.
right.
Awesome, awesome. So, how can people contact you or connect with you if they wanted to be in connect with you, be in your productions? How does all that work?
So we have you can find me on Facebook. That is where I post everything. I make sure that I post all my auditions, all my upcoming events. I just make sure that it's pinned and it's posted,
Hmm.
and tag people. Anybody can reach me on Facebook. I do also my TikTok is a special platform for parents, and so it is a parenting TikTok. And so, of course,
Hmm.
anything that I'm offering for anyone that wants to be involved, I also put it on my TikTok, and that is at Cherie Garland 2012. And then my Instagram is the Parent Cater, and that is my platform for parents as well, where I talk to parents about raising children
Mm.
and giving them the same type of encouragement that I give children. And like I said, my focus is on the family. And so if I can
Yeah,
get children and parents to work together,
right. That's right.
I try to do that. So, and also my phone number, my business number for Peak Center is 434-441-8867. And they can reach out to me, and on any of those platforms.
I love that. Awesome. So, give us, well, let's talk maybe about one of your productions and the experience of maybe someone that was in it that it really changed their lives.
That is always happening. God
Yeah.
graces that. He really graces it. I can just pull anything out the hat, but I've had so I it's really emotional.
Yeah.
I hope she's watching. I tagged
Yeah.
her. Uh, a young lady. I got an email from my former work coworker, first
Hmm.
of all, who when I was doing productions in school, I'm always reaching to looking at kids that you can just look and see that they have a gift for the arts. You can
Hmm.
see that they are talkative and busy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I look at that and I'm like, I need you in my production. I need somebody. And so I'm
Hmm.
pulling them and I'm giving them opportunities. And then you just know that when you're in a school situation, you just don't know how far that's going to go. You don't know where that's going. And so I
Yeah.
received a communication from an email from one of the directors in the school board office when I worked for Danville City Schools, and she
Mhm.
let me know that she wanted to let me know that her son received a Grammy Award,
Okay.
and she was thanking me because he was so shy. And I remember he was a
Oh.
gifted student, and his
Mhm.
academically he was on it. And then,
Yeah.
but I heard him humming, and I saw him. I heard him sing a little. Someone of the kids said, "Miss Garland, he can sing," and he wouldn't do it. And I finally
Mhm.
convinced him to sing, and he started singing in the talent shows. He
Yeah.
started doing things, and he won a Grammy, which
Okay.
was through, yeah, the other. She sent me that, and
That's
today, just today, I got a text from one of my, I call them my kids, that would do my production. She's done
mhm.
for me, and I watched her from, in this. She's an adult now, and a young adult, and I've watched her, and I'm sitting there looking at her like, girl, go for it, because
Yeah.
she's been doing the community plays and community theater.
Mhm.
And so she texted me today and said she signed with an agent and she's packing up and moving to New York. And hey,
Nice.
I got that today.
Oh,
What? While I'm
that is
getting ready to talk to
awesome.
you.
That
And
is
then
awesome.
that is awesome. And then the other thing is, in my productions, I've had situations where I put a person in a production and it winds up being that they are going through the same thing.
Mhm.
I had a young man say to me, "You just don't know that
Mm.
when we were doing that production,
Yeah.
I was going through that very thing."
Wow.
And so that has happened a lot. As a
Mhm.
matter of fact, a real uncanny thing happened. We were doing a practice for a Christmas present, and there's a scene in there where the mother is experiences death of her son, and
Mm.
she's grieving. And I'm the mother that's playing this role is really struggling to get breakthrough on that part, and she's kind
Mhm.
of holding back. And I'm saying, I need you to, I need you to just. I don't ever want anybody to imagine their own. That's
Yeah.
I'm not desperate for that kind
Right.
of. But I do try to get them to think of something that is not as personal. And
Yeah.
she took a break and went outside because she got a phone call,
Mhm.
and she did outside when she was outside. I thought she was literally practicing her part, but
Mhm.
she gotten a phone call about the death of one of her family members,
Oh wow.
and that was heartbreaking for me because um, it was like almost it was just uncanny, and
Mhm. Mhm.
you know it just we were there as a community to work with her
Yeah.
because the things we were practicing was about helping her through the grief. It was
Mm.
weird. It was just so different. It was just an experience
Wow.
you can't forget. It scared me a little bit, but we worked through it, and she was
Mm.
phenomenal in the production because
Yeah.
she actually experienced it in the moment, in the
Yeah.
moment. So there have
Yeah.
been things that have happened that God has, brought me through and brought us through, and put families back together, and mothers and daughters working together, and it's
Mhm.
been a blessing.
That's awesome. I love that. I love all of that.
Yes, and a father and his daughter working with me. I mean, it was just so many wonderful things. And one of
Mhm.
the fathers that worked with me has since passed away. So just having that
Mhm.
memory and having that
Yeah.
time, that those times, and I have pictures for his family of him on stage, and
Yeah. That's
it's like,
awesome.
yeah, it's been a blessing. It's been a true ministry.
Yeah. Awesome. I love that. I love how you are taking your gift and your desire and using people in the community to express themselves
Yes,
and help them through life as well, and then help others by putting on the production. So
yes,
that's
yes.
phenomenal. And then how you do with kids and parents and elderly, like you have it all. You have it all. I love that.
My
And the
mother danced in my dance recital years ago.
oh,
She was one of
oh,
the featured performers. She stole the show, and she was in her 70s at the time.
oh
She's
wow.
84 now, but she was in her 70s.
I love that. I
People
love
talked
that.
about that for years.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you continue to do it. I love it. I can't wait to come to one and check it out. That's for
Yeah.
sure. So definitely keep me posted. I will definitely share as well. Let's end with some encouraging words.
Well, I will tell you that I thought about, eh, having words. And the thing about me is I have no training. I have no formal training in the
Yeah.
art. None. I do. Let me take that back. I remember when my mother we were little, five of us
Mm-hmm.
in a two-bedroom apartment. And I remember a man coming to our apartment and selling us a, you know, deal where we would get training for performing arts, doing commercials. And I remember going to this building and doing a cornflake commercial. I think my mother said later on it probably was a scam. That
Oh.
was the length. That was the extension
Yeah.
extent of my formal training. So
Okay.
when God gifts you, the very
Yeah.
first gift, Apostle Martina Eccles is one of my children as well. She
Okay.
that we had a JC ensemble,
Mm-hmm.
about a 25 to 30 voice choir when
Mm-hmm.
I was a young mother, 24, 25 years old. And the encouragement is that when God calls you to do something,
Yeah.
you may not feel equipped. You may not
Mm-hmm.
feel that you are the one. You may not, are you asking, is there another, God, there's somebody else
Mm-hmm.
that has more experience than me, somebody else that has more. But when God calls you, he equips you.
Yeah.
And so I encourage anyone that when you feel the calling, don't allow fear or intimidation or guilt or anything about your training or any lack of formal or acceptance. Don't allow that to stop you from going forward. When God calls you, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you've already been qualified. He
That's
qualified
right.
you along. You don't have. It's not that who he calls. He's already qualified.
Yeah.
Called you
Exactly.
before you were in your mother's womb. Before you were known here on this earth, you were known by Him. So
Mm-hmm.
just go ahead and take the steps necessary. You may have to get training. You may have to go to school. You may have to take some classes. I did, but
Mm-hmm.
as I got into it, I did. But just do what God has you do because He will use you for His glory.
Awesome. And that's actually the same thing with me. I had no training in marketing and business. I went to school, but just, just to get in and get out,
Right.
And so I just started the magazine and the podcast and just continued to go and continue to
That's it.
network and put people together and do events. And it just comes, it just flows.
Exactly.
The connections that are made through like even the one-on-one or the live events or the women
Yes.
online, it is so powerful,
Yes.
so powerful.
So I encourage you to keep going because the sky is, the heavens are open for you. And so when God does it, there's work to be done,
Yeah,
and God He wants to get it done.
absolutely, absolutely. Well,
Yes.
I'm so excited to have met you. I'm so
I am so
excited
excited to have met you.
to have this connection. That's for sure. Anything else you want to share? Anything else you have coming up this year?
We do have the One Night with the King, May the 18th in
Okay.
Fayetteville, North Carolina. So
Okay.
we'll be performing in Fayetteville. I heard you say something about dance, mime. I heard you talking
Mm-hmm.
about something like that. Um, with the young, with the dance recital that we have coming up, what I love about it is I have been able to kind of take a backseat in this, and I'm
Hmm.
pushing a young lady, Evangelist Shalisa Salters. She's about
Okay.
in her, she's 20 something years old,
Hmm.
with a guide with also no formal training, but is
Okay.
blessed of God. And she's choreographing the entire production.
Oh, nice.
And so I am featuring her in this production as our choreographer. So I'm excited about One Night with the King. I'm excited.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, listen, thank you for your time. It's been phenomenal. I am grateful to stay connected with you and see even more of the things that God has for you and the people
Yes.
that you're connecting with and making it happen. So, I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one, Divine Connector, which is Jesus Christ. We look forward to connecting with all of you and put God first and foremost in everything that you do. We'll talk to you soon. All right, hold tight. I'll be right back with you and then we'll go from there.
All right.
Hold,
Bye.
hold tight. Bye.
Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution, so get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now.